Beyond the Mic with Sean Dillon.
We're joined on the Starline by a singer, actor, and if you make her laugh, you might hear her Kristen Wiig impersonation. She's on the road portraying glam pop Lady Cher in the National Broadway tour of the Cher Show. We welcome Catherine Ariale.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Catherine, let's go beyond the mic. 32 weeks ago, you started on this path. When people come see the Cher Show, how does their applause make you feel?
Oh my goodness. I mean, it feels like an absolute dream every single day. This is what I've been wanting to do since I was a child, going to school for this, yearning to be leading a national tour, doing something of this capacity has been so special. And it really hits me at our curtain call every night, like when we have that final applause for everyone and we get to see the whole venue stand up and clap for us. Like there's nothing like it in the whole world. And it, reminds me why I'm doing this every day. So it brings so much joy to the people who come to see us.
Where did your love of music begin?
I grew up doing like community theater musicals, like very little things, nothing too crazy, but there was something about it that struck a chord with me, even being in like the ensemble of Seussical or something, something little like that, where I didn't, I wasn't doing much, but it really affected me to be on stage and be singing with other people and to see the power that holds. My older brother also was in show choir. He's 7 years older than I am. So when I was in second grade, I was watching him and all these cool high schoolers on stage doing like jazz squares and jazz hands and silly little side step touches. And for some reason, I was like, whoa, those people are the coolest people I've ever seen in my life. I want to be doing that. And like we would sing show tunes together in my house. We were a big Wicked, Les Mis, and Hairspray family. Those were the big three. And like I remember after dinner, my parents would let us play those shows on our family computer with the volume turned up really loud while we were clearing the table, and we would like act out Defying Gravity and things like that. So from very early age, there was a lot of music in our house and celebration of theater, and yeah, it started from then.
You've done Night of Sondheim, Sowing the Dream, among many other projects. Why was playing Lady Cher the next logical step for you?
I was definitely in a point in my career where I wanted to do something bigger, something that at a larger scale would reach more people. And the fact that I'm getting to do something that is touring the country and we have such a massive audience just felt correct. I was, to be fully honest, I kind of hadn't booked anything quite large after graduating in 2019. The pandemic put a little stint in that. Obviously, it was kind of hard to audition for things and to get the ground, to get the ball rolling in the theater industry. I was feeling a little stuck. And then when this audition came along, something in me was like, I think this could be it. And I think this is the next stepping stone for my career, because after this, I want to go back to New York. I want to, be working towards making it on Broadway and doing all the things that, I've been dreaming about for a long time. And this has just felt like the right next step for me.
So what's the best Broadway show you've ever seen live, and who starred in it?
Oh my God. There are so many to choose from. I have to say, just because it's on my mind and I saw it recently, Merrily We Roll Along is my favorite Broadway show of all time. And it's revived right now in New York City with Daniel Radcliffe, Lindsay Mendez, and Jonathan Groff. Jonathan Groff really stole my heart. I don't know if you're familiar with the show, but it is, okay, good, because it's the best show ever. I've been obsessed with it since high school. I did it as my senior show in 2015, and it affected me so many years later. Like at every different point in my life when I've seen it, either professionally or now on Broadway, I take something away different every single time, whether it be about career-based or friendship-based, or the choices that you make and how they affect your whole life. But it's really well done. It's so magical to see on Broadway. And yeah, I suggest everyone should go see it while they can, while it's still happening.
Catherine Ariale joins us beyond the mic, and you thought that question was hard. Hang on, and because it's time for the Rockin' 8. 8 random questions. Answer with the first thing that comes to mind. There is absolutely no pressure.
Oh, no.
Catherine, what's your favorite and least favorite Cher song?
Oh, favorite is Touch and Go from her album Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves in 1971 or 2, I believe. And my least favorite? Oh my God, is there a least favorite?
You gotta pick one.
I know I gotta pick one. Let me think in the show if there's one I don't.
How about one that would be challenging for you to sing?
Oh my God. You said rapid and now I'm completely blanking.
That's what the Rockin' Eight does.
That's tough. That's so tough. There are so many good ones. I feel like I need to look at my Spotify and like look at her work, you know? I just pick one. I gotta pick one. She also has a cover of Fire and Rain by James Taylor that I absolutely adore. Let me say it's like one to make the people upset. Let's do Believe.
How long does it take you to do an average Sudoku puzzle?
In under 2 minutes.
Under 2?
Levels depend. If I'm doing easy just to get my brain working, under 2. Medium can be like 5 to 8 minutes, and a hard puzzle can take a while. But like that's where I like to try and train my brain. What about it?
What are you gonna do about it?
You know?
Last thing you bought when you went thrifting or vintage shopping?
So much. I mean, let me tell you, I just bought this leopard like silk slip dress, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Got it in Houston.
Best place in the Magic Kingdom?
Magic Kingdom. Space Mountain.
How about your favorite family memory at the Outer Banks?
Oh my God. Digging for sand fleas with my cousin when we retreat back in the ocean.
I've got 20/40 vision without my glasses. How strong is your prescription?
Oh, it's really bad. My prescription, I actually don't know the numbers, but all I know is that if I don't have my contacts or my glasses, then everything is blurry. It's real bad. It's gnarly.
What's your favorite type of casserole?
My mom's breakfast casserole on Christmas morning.
What's in it?
It got sausage and croissant and eggs and cheese. And she is just a really good cook. She makes and scallions on top. A little bit of scallions. Yeah. Simple but good.
Best thing about your dog?
How lovely and chill he is. He's just a big cuddle bug. We call him a gentle giant.
It's time for the back half with Catherine Ariale. She is from the Cher Show, and she joined us beyond the mic. Your tag team partners, Ella and Morgan, started on this road with you. How has this tour brought you tighter together?
Oh, it has been such a gift. The three of us have, I would say, crossed the lines of friendship into sisterhood. Like those girls are my sisters. Every night on stage, sharing such a wonderful story and getting to play this icon has been a gift. And I feel so connected to them on stage. And because of how strong our bond is on stage, it completely has, morphed into our offstage relationship too. And I can go to them about anything, and I feel so comfortable with them. And I am such a cheerleader for them and anything they do after this. I can't wait to see where their careers go, because there's both such just beautiful humans inside and out.
Working together, you get really close. So what's the one thing that is amazing about each of them?
Oh, Ella is such a firecracker. That girl she has a confidence. She's younger than I am. She just graduated college. And I look at her and I'm so inspired by her confidence and how I wish I could be that way when I was 22 years old. She knows who she is, and she doesn't let that waver ever. And I just think it's such a phenomenal thing. And Morgan is such a kind soul. She is such a giver. She is such a genuine human. I love getting to chat with Morgan when we share a dressing room sometimes. Like, we just have so many lovely moments, and she is an absolute rock. She is a hard worker, and I'm so impressed by her work ethic every day at work. It's incredible.
Catherine, have you ever met Cher?
No, we wish. We are hoping. We have an engagement in Vegas for a week in September, and we have our fingers crossed that she'll show up then. It feels like the right time. Feels like a good spot for her to make an appearance. We did get to meet Bob Mackie in Palm Springs, and that was so cool. He was so nice to us. It was a real honor to get to meet him and thank him for all of the work that he has put into the show and the gift of letting us wear his clothes.
Everyone has one. Catherine, you've made it when you've done this role. What's your dream role?
There's a few, but the one that first comes to mind at this moment is Dot in Sunday in the Park with George. I love her so much. It is the dream to get to play that, and I think it's in my bones, and someday, maybe soon, maybe far away, it'll happen for sure. I have so much faith it will.
We talked about your dreams. Let's talk about the one thing that changed you forever. The day you got the call saying you got the gig in the Cher Show. Tell me about that day. It
was unreal. When I first got this audition, I honestly didn't I remember looking at it and going, oh, like, I don't know if I could do like the Cher Show national tour. Like, I couldn't play Cher. It didn't hit me. It wasn't a huge, like, I want this so much. I need this so much. And honestly, I think that you do better work when you're not super attached to something or really yearning for it. So I went in every time to the auditions. I was like, okay, I'm having fun. Like, I think I could maybe do this. And again, I went for my final audition, and I just remember thinking, like, just, you have nothing to prove to them. Just do what you do. And like, I wasn't as nervous as I had been in other things. I felt really comfortable in the room. So I'm sure that showed, and that's probably why it worked out the way it did. But I got the call, and I was blown away. I've been working for so many months and years to try and get something, and hearing that I would get to lead a national tour was, I mean, an absolute dream come true. I was with my boyfriend. He was in the other room, and I screamed when I was off the phone, and he comes in running, and I FaceTimed my two best friends right away, and they were crying and screaming, and it was so much fun. It was a really joyous day.
So which parent did you tell first?
They were actually together, and I FaceTimed both of them at the same time, and that was really perfect. I loved that they were together, sitting on the couch, and they got to celebrate with me. And then Austin and I went to a Yankees game, my boyfriend and I. We had tickets that night. We're like, let's go have a hot dog and talk about the Cher Show and watch the Yankees play. It was a great day.
Did the Yankees win?
No, they did. They had a good season.
Of course. Inspiration guides us from where we are and who we are in the past to who we are today. Who inspires you today?
Well, it's interesting. I feel like I often think of someone who inspires me needs to be older than me, but at this very moment in my life, and honestly since graduating college and through the end of our college years, one of my best friends, Leanna Ray Concepcion, who is currently in that revival of Merrily that I mentioned earlier, she has been a rock of a friend to me in every sense of the way. And she is such a hard worker, and she is such a community builder in so many ways. I think she is phenomenal, and I love watching her rise to the success that she's at right now. Over the last few years, it's been such a short amount of time, and she has blown up, and her community is so large, and she is a champion for everyone that she loves. She will always be in my corner as long as we continue to, curate and tend to our relationship. And it's a beautiful thing. I think she's really smart. She's really well poised and mature for her age, and she knows what she wants, and she goes after it, and she inspires me to do the same.
How has this role changed the way you look at theater?
Well, I think this role has changed me in a sense that I feel a little stronger about myself, and I feel like I can stand a little taller. I think Cher is someone who has a lot of agency over herself, and she came from such a shy and like kind of nervous part of herself, and maybe not so confident. And we see her grow into the absolute icon and diva that she is today. And I love getting to play that middle part of her, where she's kind of bridging the gap between those two parts, where she finds her wit, she finds her confidence, she sees the worth that she has, and she fights for herself. And you can't just go on stage and pretend to be that way. Like, you have to have a little bit of that in you, I've learned. And as I've done the show the last 8 months, I find myself feeling that more and more throughout my daily life. And that feels really incredible. And it's, she's given me a gift to play Lady and to feel all of that in my life. Yeah.
We're on scene with Catherine Ariale from the Cher Show Beyond the Mic. Catherine, life for you is bus, plane, hotel, repeat. Mm-hmm. Where is the one place you have to find when you arrive in a new city?
I am I think you touched on it earlier. I'm a big thrifter. I'm a girl who likes my boutiques. I like my little shops. I like to go. The first few things I think of, where's a good coffee? I'm going to go get a nice iced Americano. Where's the good shopping? I'm going to go find something cool and vintage and old in different parts of America, which has been really cool. I love finding local bookstores. And then it's also been kind of fun to see the grocery co-ops around the country. I like going to those like organic markets and stocking up on whatever I can keep in my tiny hotel fridge for the few days that we're there. Those are my 4 essentials. Can't go without.
How about that one comfort item on the tour? Favorite pillow, Instapot.
Oh yeah, there are some people on our show who are really dedicated to cooking in the hotel rooms. I'm not that girl, and that's okay. What I care about and what I need Some people are really impressive about only bringing like 2 pairs of shoes. I'm a girl who wants all my different kind of shoes. Like I have my cute going out boots. I have my sneakers. I have my fashion sneakers. There's a difference between the two. I have my cute sandals, and those are all essential to me. But the thing that probably is a little too bulky that other people might leave back, but that I really needed was my hair diffuser. It's like a hair dryer, but it has this huge claw on the top of it, and that's how we get the curls looking so good. And if I didn't have my curls looking so good, I wouldn't feel like myself, and that would affect me on the road. It's all about making myself feel like I'm still in my home in New York City. I have options of things to wear and how to feel and look. Like those are things that make me feel good.
What's your typical outfit of the day?
Probably, especially right now with the weather where we've been, I love a flowy dress and some platform Doc Marten sandals, and usually a fun earring, and my set of sterling silver rings, my daily rings.
Now, how many shoes do you have in the one bag?
At this moment, 4. I have downsized for the last month of tour.
My wife has a dedicated shoe bag, and I'm not allowed to put any of my shoes in there.
It makes you feel good to have options.
So what's your warm-up routine pre-show?
A lot of it is physical for me. I like to do a physical warm-up of some sort. If that's stretching, if that's doing a little yoga or some sort of movement at the gym a few hours before the show. I have a vocal mister, like a steamer. It's a personal steamer, and I like to carry that around with me. The hot mist on my cords feels so good, and it is important. It really is. Some people think it's, a placebo effect, but it is not. It does. My voice teacher, Amanda Flynn, will let you know it is not fake. That is some real stuff right there. And she also, my voice teacher, she gave me a personalized warm-up that I listen to every day on my voice memo on my phone, and I repeat that, and I go through that. I blow bubbles with my straw and my water bottle, all of the vocal techniques that kind of helps me drop into it. And then honestly, I like to listen to some good tunes while I'm putting my makeup on, and I don't really feel ready to do Cher until I have my wig. Our wig girl, her name is Leisha, back in the beginning of the tour, I remember one time she was telling me, she goes, "Do you know that when you come and sit in the chair, you're like your normal bubbly Catherine self, and then as soon as you put the wig on," she was like, "you like your face gets longer, you sit up straighter." And I was like, "What?" And she goes, you like change." And I thought that was hilarious, and then I noticed it from then on. But I think subconsciously seeing that long straight hair on me, versus what I have on my daily life really affects me and affects my aura and how I carry myself. And so that's what gets me really feeling connected to her.
Catherine, how has your parents and family supported you on this adventure?
Oh, they have been unbelievable. My parents told me originally that they weren't going to be able to come to the show until January. And so I had that thought that, I wasn't going to see them. And then the very first performance we did for an audience in Fayetteville, Arkansas, after the show, not even before, after the show, I mean, my stomach was so nervous the whole time. My heart was racing. I just couldn't. I was so happy for us as a company, and it felt so good to finally get to share it with everyone. I go back to my dressing room, and my stage manager goes, "Hey, Catherine, you've got some people here for you." And I went, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, your parents." And I went, "What?" And he goes, "Oh no, was that a surprise?" And I was like, no, it's okay. And I just start to sob. I push past him, and there they are in the hallway. And my mom hugged me, and she just whispered in my ear. She goes, "Did you really think we would miss this?" And so they secretly flew to Arkansas. They turned off their location on their phone because, of course, I have their locations. I got to see what they're up to. And they hid it from me, and they were just there for the night. I mean, I couldn't ask for better people in my life. My parents are unreal. They've been to so many shows now. They're coming to closing in San Francisco in a few weeks. And same with my boyfriend. My boyfriend, Austin, has been incredible and just continues to show up at spots. He surprised me in Miami, Florida. I turned the corner to baggage claim, and there he was. And we spent the whole week together. It's been such a gift to have family come and visit me on the road, because it makes it a little less lonely, and it feels like you're at home.
How many times have your parents and boyfriend seen the show?
Austin has probably beat my parents. I think he's between 10 and 15 times, I'd assume. And my parents, I think, are between 5 and 10 somewhere. They've been able to come make it out when they're able to, but their work schedule's a little more difficult. But my boyfriend's just been coming here and coming there and all over the place. It's been awesome.
Catherine Ariale from The Cher Show joins us beyond the mic. Let's talk challenges.
Yeah.
The end of the tour is coming up. What happens after San Francisco? What's your next challenge?
After San Fran, we are going to cry a lot. I know that. It'll be a hard goodbye because this cast is, oh my God, they're unreal. They're so good. It's such a great group of people. You don't always get a gift like this. You do not always get a cast that gels so well together. But after San Fran, we have a nice little break in the summer, and this original cast will come back for a little bit of a time in Long Beach, California. I forget the dates at the moment, but there's like 5 shows in Long Beach, and then we go to Vegas for a week. Again, fingers crossed that Cher might show up and we could have fun with her. It'd be awesome. And then after that, there's a year 2 of the tour that is currently being cast. I think they're almost done with the casting process, and that will be starting in November.
So you're back again for another 8 months.
Yeah, I just know most of the ensemble is not, so they're all in rehearsal or in the casting process. But yeah, I think most of the principals have said yes to coming back.
Talk to me about this cast and crew and how special they are to you.
Oh my God. I mean, I think that was one of the things I was most nervous of. If I would like everyone, if I would get along with people. I remember I kept expressing to friends I was really nervous about this. And my girls were like, you just need one person. You just need one good friend and that will get you through. So I went in with that mindset. I was like, okay, as long as there's just one. And then I get there the first day and everyone is so lovely. And then 2 weeks go by and I come home the first day of rehearsal and Austin was like, so what's the vibe? Like, how is everyone? I was like, really good. He was like, really? There's not like one person that, I was like, no, I'm feeling really good about it. And it's just, there's been so much joy and laughter and there's a lot of love in this cast. There's a lot of support with each other. And same with the crew. We've got a stellar crew who work really hard and they know what they're doing. And it's just, it's an incredible time and we're having so much fun together. I'm going to really, really miss them, but the casting team did a really phenomenal job this first year, and I have faith that they seem to be able to find good people. I trust that they'll find more good people.
How has this opportunity changed your life?
Oh, it has given me an insane amount of joy that I for a moment there, I was feeling a little lost in terms of my career in theater, and this has given me a spark back. I would say it's given me motivation to keep going. It's given me some lifelong friends for sure. And it's changed my confidence and it's changed how I view myself and how I'm able to do this. I think for a moment there, I thought I wasn't going to be able to do it. And it's just been lovely. And it's been such a joy to also give the gift of Cher to the people of the country because I didn't realize how much it would affect them. I really didn't. There are people who are young. There are people who are older than my parents who are coming to these shows and seeing us after and saying that we gave them a little bit of nostalgia and gave them the gift of seeing the Sonny and Cher show again. Like that. That's something that I can't. I couldn't have asked for. It's just been lovely.
What does that mean to you?
It means that we're doing something good. It's just a confirmation that we're doing a good job out there and giving people a little bit of love and empowerment. And I think there's a lot of empowerment in the show too. And people are really feeling that when they leave the show, no matter who you are, no matter what you've done or where you come from, you feel good about yourself and you feel like you can do anything. And that means so much to me because as an actor, that's all you want to do. You want to give something to the audience. You hope that they take something away. And I feel like we've successfully done that.
It's time for One Big Question with Catherine Ariale from The Cher Show Beyond the Mic. Pay's performing arts shaped you, changed you, and helped form you to the talent you are today. What's the best and worst thing about your time there?
Oh, my best thing about there, so many good things. I have so many wonderful memories. I would say the people there have been so monumental. I'm very lucky. I feel like I've been surrounded by really good folks, whether it be in this cast, whether it be in my education, and getting to learn and grow with the class of 2019 was something that I will never take for granted. It was so special to be. I think one of my favorite things about PACE was probably our showcase class, our senior year, where we just got to try out different material for each other and see what was going to work for our agent showcase at the end of the year. That was a gift and bonded our class in such a beautiful way. that I just, yeah, there's something so special about that. That was my only job at the time, was watching my classmates and learning from them. And what a beautiful thing to have that be the only responsibility that I had at the time. Like, so much more now as a true full grown adult. But at the time that was really lovely. And I had some incredible, incredible teachers that I love and cherish to this day and stay in contact with. And they've been incredible resources to me. And I'm forever grateful for that. The worst thing about Pace was the cafeteria.
Why?
Bad food.
What's the worst thing about the cafeteria?
Food. Really bad. Bad options. I hope they've done something with it. But we just made fun of it so much. It was never, people got out of that campus as fast as they could so that they could make their own food in the kitchen because damn, it was gnarly. Slim pickings. They had they just had like bad hot bars. Like just the only decent thing, like the sushi always tasted a little funky. I probably got sick from it a few times. There was just like chicken tenders and fries. I'm like, is there anything else we could do? Even this, like there was just something always wrong. Things just tasted wrong. And it was so little, like for a huge population and campus. Like I was shocked. Because some other campuses have good cafeteria and good food and good options. We had a shitty salad bar and bad smoothie bar, and you gotta. And I had to work with what we had, right?
Catherine, why should people watch the Cher Show?
Oh my God, they should watch the Cher Show because you think you know Cher, you don't know the half of it. You gotta come see the show and you will learn so much about this woman. You will learn about the trials and tribulations, the ups and downs. She, at her core, she is a human with fears and wants and needs and love, and you see all of that blossom on stage, and you'll learn so much about her. You'll walk away feeling good about yourself. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun. And I think everyone's really going to enjoy it.
So which is stronger now, your Kristen Wiig impersonation or your Cher impersonation?
I'd have to say my Cher. My Kristen's a little out of touch. I used to do the, oh my God, a surprise. Oh, look, a surprise party. Oh my God, she's going to come through the door. No one's going to know it. Oh my God. Like that's my go-to. But now you have to come. I guess people should come see for themselves. If my Cher impersonation is better than that, I'm not even going to give it away. You'll have to come see.
It takes her 2 minutes to finish an easy Sudoku puzzle, loves riding Space Mountain, and her mom's Christmas breakfast casserole. She's glam pop Lady Cher in the Cher Show, out on tour right now. Catherine Ariale, thanks for taking the time to talk with us today.
Thank you so much. This was so much fun.
And that, my friends, is Beyond the Mic. If you're enjoying these conversations, please check out another Beyond the Mic episode to find more actors, artists, and people you need to know. We'd also appreciate a like and subscribe on the Good Pods app.